So, how would you describe your co-host in 3 words?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. This is an interesting question.
Yeah.
Sibukazi is very vibey, like outgoing. Like I love that about her, and she's also very funny.
Myself, I'd say you're very intellectual. Like I love how everything that you share, it comes with backup to it. So it's not just in the air. That's also another one.
Aww.
Yes, absolutely. You're super graceful. Well, I'm Siporazi, and I'm a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I'm studying psychology currently. I think that's a little about me.
Yeah, for me, I'm Siobhan. I also study psychology as well as also a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. And I'd say 3 things that I enjoy doing would be watching movies, going out, doing activities, and also just enjoying spending time with my friends.
Same, I can relate to that. I also enjoy spending time with my friends. I like to read and I love to just have a good time. I'm pretty competitive as well.
Well, interesting, ladies, on getting to know you. So, tell us, as listeners, what inspired you to start this podcast together?
Okay, so for us, because we're both students studying psychology, I think mental health is somewhat very important to the two of us. And we wanted to create a safe space where we are able to explore topics that aren't usually talked about, topics that people don't really want to be brought into the light, if that makes sense. And just kind of like have people enjoy speaking about mental health. It doesn't always have to be the sad vibe or environment or like where it has to be serious, but it can be jokingly and it can be fun to just discuss mental health.
Yeah, absolutely. I think as well for myself, I'm here to represent people that are just like me, that have went to serve a mission and have come back, and it was pretty difficult to adjust.
Yeah.
And as well being a black person in South Africa, like as we said, these topics about mental health are still taboo to us, and having a platform like this to have these conversations and just hear what others think and we talk about, and so I'm really, really excited about this podcast and hearing what everybody has to say.
Wow. So, how would you describe your co-host in 3 words?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. This is an interesting question.
Yeah.
I'd say Sibukazi is very vibey, like outgoing. Like I love that about her, and she's also very funny. She's always the one who makes the jokes, and like everyone's laughing. You could literally never have a bad time if you're with her. So yeah, she's outgoing, funny, and I think very kind
That's
and
nice.
authentic. Like I just like that you're yourself.
Thank you. Oh, that's beautiful. Well, for myself, I'd say you're very intellectual. Like I love how everything that you share, it comes with backup to it. So it's not just in the air.
Yeah.
I love how you love to read, and you can tell it through your way of speaking and the way you hold yourself. You're very graceful. That's also another one.
Aww.
Yes, absolutely. You're super graceful. And I love how you're the center of seriousness as well. You're the one that keeps us in order, because I need that in life. Oh man, I love that. You keep us in order, and you make us better. And without you in this podcast, I don't know where it would be, guys. Would there be a podcast?
I think we just complement each other real well. As in, we both like schedule things, we both like write things down, and then also she brings like the positive energy, and then I bring like the seriousness to it. So we just complement each other real well.
It's beautiful.
Well said. So, let's dive into your personal journey with, mental health. What does mental health mean to you personally?
Well, immediately for me, when I think of like mental health, I link it to also physical health and, being also emotionally healthy, in other words. I look at myself as a being. You can't separate me in terms of I'm spiritual one day or I'm physical on another. So everything plays a role. And the biggest part of it as well is my brain, where I am mentally, how do I feel, also plays a role in how I'm going to show up, So mental health, for me, it goes with also a lot of self-image, how do I see myself, because that's going to be what I'm going to carry in whatever I'm going to put into, in whatever I'm working with. Yes, there's going to be those times where I'm like, oh, fake it till I make it, but you can only fake it for so far. So that's why, like, mental health is so important, because it catches up with you. Like, yes, I can have a flu today, but it can soon turn into bronchitis if I'm not gonna take care of it. And same thing with mental illness. It's sadness for now, and then soon later it's depression and anxiety. So taking care of myself in the intangible things as well. Yeah.
I love that. I love the analogy. Like, it's so true because, like, with mental health, people feel like, oh no, it's something no one can see, so it's like probably not a big deal. But like you just say, it's like having the flu. If you have flu, you have to take off from days of work. You have to rest up. You have to take medication. I think the same applies with mental health. You have to take some time off. You have to like re-energize. You have to, seek the help that you need in order to go back to yourself again. I'd say for me, mental health means that's a very deep question, hey? I'd say mental health means a lot to me. I think it's like one of the things I really love to talk about, one of the things I really like to focus about because of my own personal experience with mental health. Whereas, every one of us have those days where we don't do so good. And for me, I always felt like I had to hide that part of me. And I think studying psychology has helped me open up more and learn more about myself. And I think sharing that knowledge that I've learned can help other people. Because I know there's some people that are out there that are probably like very introverted or extroverted, but they don't want to talk about what's really happening to them. So to me, mental health is just like taking that rest day, even though like to re-energize yourself, even though no one else knows about it.
I love that.
Well said, ladies. Can you share a defining moment in your mental health journey?
Defining moment in my mental health journey
Yes,
I'd say it was when I came back from my mission. Like you come back from your mission and you're like, oh my gosh, finally I'm home. I'm so excited to be home. And then normal things that were normal when you left are not normal right now. Like, yeah, physically I was going through it as well. Mentally I was, but because I've always been such a happy, bubbly person, I really didn't even know that I was low-key depressed. Like I wasn't okay. I just thought maybe, oh, it's a funk, it's a phase, or tomorrow will be fine. And I think that's what helped, thinking of, tomorrow will be fine, I'll be fine. But in actual fact, that made me avoid what I was actually going through. That, oh yeah, you're really not okay right now. So it was just when I came back from my mission, that's where I was like, oh, this thing it's real.
And which mission did you serve?
I served in Uganda Kampala mission, the best mission.
I'm here to disagree. Okay, I know people that are watching are probably like, all missions are the best, like especially like from the Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. But for me, I served in Kenya Nairobi mission, and I can actually relate to what you're saying. Coming back home from mission is, it hits. But for me, I'd say one of the moments where I really struggled with mental health was when I was much younger, when I was in my teen years, just struggling to find myself, who I am, what friends do I want to have, and then also family played like a huge role. So for me, growing up was hard, like knowing who I was, because I always felt like I'm my mom's daughter. I'm like my brother's keeper. I'm my friend's best friend. And I felt like I needed to have all of these roles. Like I need to be best in each role that I had. And at the time, my brother was super, super sick. So for my brother has epilepsy, and so he hit his head, and it like led him to like be in a coma. And for me, I felt like I was supposed to be like the one that's protecting him, even though I'm his younger sister. I felt like I was the one that was supposed to be like protecting him and things, and I didn't want anyone to know. So the next day I had to go to school like nothing ever happened. And teachers had like asked me, where's your brother and things, and I just had to be like, oh, he's just like in a coma, it's like it's okay, like he's just in the hospital. Like I brushed it off like it was nothing, and the teachers
Yeah.
just looking at me like, what the heck? That's like, why are you still at school, like what's happening? So for me, I'd say that time I had to struggle. I was struggling because I was trying to be that pillar for my family, so that someone that they can rely on. I was trying to also get like good grades so that my parents don't have to stress about me. And then I was trying to like, manage things around the house and do things that they couldn't. And so it was just a huge burden on me as a kid, and I was just so struggling to find myself. And I got into habits that wasn't like,
The best,
yeah, it wasn't the best, like smoking and being with people in like the wrong crowd and things. And eventually it just led to like a further depression. Like I was literally just digging a hole for myself. And then I slowly got out of it, but I still had this pressure on myself of like wanting to be the best for everyone around me.
Yeah.
And like I didn't think like I was someone too. Like I was someone that needed someone as well, until I served my mission and I discovered like,
Wow.
I discovered myself, I discovered like what I like, who I am without all of this roles and responsibilities that was on me. So yeah, that's I think my personal story with mental health.
I love that. I loved when you said you're somebody that also needs somebody. And that's what we're also here for, to be your somebodies that you need.
I feel like with what you've just said, you answered the following question, but then you can, restructure your chain of thoughts. What is one challenge you have faced that shaped the way you see mental health?
For me, I think it was when my best friend was going through something. Like she was diagnosed with depression and anxiety. And it was also at a time where I wasn't around. I went to go serve at that time, and I remember one day she called and she was like, "You left me. You left me," and I was so sad. I was so sad because, from primary school, it was just her and I. As much as we had other friends on the side, but the core friendship was her and I. So that's when I realized that it's real, and it affects the strongest of soldiers.
That's true.
Yeah, and it was that was the defining moment for me. It's real. And then that's when I also took time to personally look back at myself and be like, have you ever experienced this? And that's where I discovered to be like, oh man, there was a period in time where I wasn't okay. And because I wasn't okay, I was behaving in an unlike way, not the way Sipo usually behaves. And yeah, that's the defining moment for me.
Can you just repeat the question?
What's one challenge you faced that shaped the way you see mental health?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Yo, there's so many moments. My goodness. I'd say the moment that I decided I wanted to do psychology, that was the moment that shaped it for me. So for me, I was like, when I was very young, especially the time that I just mentioned, it was also like the time when I just felt like I didn't want to like be here anymore. So I was like very, very suicidal back then. And I think obviously I went to therapy and it helped me a lot, and my support system was just, they just carried me through that, like that being my family, because after my brother got better, but then my family became like my support, and I realized it goes like vice versa. And my friends, oh my goodness, they like really got me through it. And I think that made me realize there's so many people out there that are not as lucky as me. They don't have someone that they can talk to, or maybe they don't address the mental health, or even like me, where they bottle up so many emotions and so many things that's happening to them, and they just pack it on a neat shelf somewhere. And I felt like I don't want to be that person that keeps quiet, and I don't want other people to be that person that keeps quiet either when they are struggling. So that kind of changed mental health for me. That was when I realized, when I was in that deepest dark moment, I needed a friend, and I had one, and I wanted to be a friend to someone else as well.
Well, let's dive into, relatable struggles and growth. So, tell us, what's one everyday mental health struggle you think many people don't talk about enough?
Mental
One
health.
everyday mental health struggle that you think many people don't talk about enough.
The face of depression. I'd say many people think it's like someone that's just like laying in bed and can't like get up. But sometimes it's also people that are outside there and that's like living, like, doing what they need to do, but they still feel like empty inside. Or they feel like nobody cares, even though they have like this huge support group. So I feel like that's one struggle that's like every day that people don't talk about enough. Because I mean, we hear depression and it's such a broad term, and people don't like take the time to recognize the small symptoms, because some symptoms are similar, others are like different. But so I just say the face of depression. That's one thing that I feel like most people need to like dive into.
For me, I'd say it's self-image. How we see ourselves on a daily basis.
True.
I think because today I don't feel like the prettiest, it doesn't make me not pretty. I feel like we take maybe what we're feeling at that moment in time and then we make it define us, or we take what people say about us that is not true and then we allow that to define us, when in actual fact that's not true. You have an infinite amount of love, and you are loved, and there's just that thing about you being human that cannot be taken away from you. But then because we listen to maybe the bad voices in our heads, and as well as the other voices of other people, we start allowing those things to define us. Yeah.
Okay, as we dive into why this podcast matters to you. So, why did you feel there was a need for this podcast?
Okay. I'd say, I think just to create awareness and to have people know that there are other people that struggle with everyday situations. Like in this podcast, we're talking about masculinity, we're talking about how physical health impacts mental health, we're talking about relationships and the impact that has, we're talking about marriages, we're talking about so much different things that I think are not like just in the textbook or in like, the first thing when you search psychology or mental health. So we felt like this podcast is important because we wanted to break it down and give people a step-by-step process or journey of how many different people face different challenges and how they overcome it.
Couldn't have said it any better. I agree 100%. And I think also just to yet again represent people like us, I can't really remember lots of podcasters that are from South Africa that specifically speak about this topic, that are members of the Church of Jesus Christ, that are both RMs, that are
different cultures, different races.
Different races, different cultures, different circumstances, different households. Like, I love this podcast because it's not just linear, it's to reach out to everyone that you can see would say, oh man, I can relate to her, or oh man, I related to what he said. Like, even the people and the guests that we are planning on having, they are going to also be representing our viewers in their own way. So it's also a reason.
Okay, so what do you hope listeners will take away from your stories?
For me, I'd say, other than just joking around and having a good time with us and listening to us, just realistic ways on how to either regulate your emotions, hear really good advice from psychologists and even from your peers, see how they are also dealing with things. Maybe you could get something there and there from them.
So what we hope our viewers can take is just having an enjoyable, fun time with us, and as we learn together, because it's not just us teaching you, but you're also teaching us and helping us. So kind of just creating a community that we can share our experiences with and everyday struggles.
Okay, so let's talk about your co-host connection.
Oh.
Okay, so this is too personal. Okay, so if you haven't reached that, level of the relationship since ever you've been, co-hosting this podcast, you can just, skip it. Have you ever supported each other through a personal struggle? And if so,
Skip.
how?
Joking.
And if so, how?
I feel like Suka's helped me through a personal struggle though.
Really? Me too. But you guys don't know about it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
I've never shared this out loud, and it's a little awkward sharing it in front of the camera. But yeah. I have one.
Okay, so for me, I was struggling to connect with like this guy that I had a crush on, and Suka's is helping me so much. And it's so funny because like she was giving me tips, and like for me, I'm someone that's like kind of like not timid, but I'm like, oh my goodness, like I don't know what to do. Like I'm just very, very shy. And so because like, girl, if it doesn't like you, like just get up on there and get over it. Like she was so direct. And I feel like just her personality and like who she is and the way she was advising me just helped me a lot. So that was like kind of like a personal connection for me that I feel like just helped strengthen us as co-hosts.
Oh, I love that. Yes. Okay, that's beautiful. It's crazy how it's mine is also very relatable to a boy. But for me, I was going through a breakup, and going through that breakup, coming here to come and shoot the podcast just took my mind off of everything, and I was able to just share my heart out and laugh at things that I was making fun of, but in the back of my mind, it was she's going through it. But just coming here and having that sense of family and, talking to you guys and having like our connection grow and more, it really has it has allowed me not to stay in that dark space that I could have stayed if I wasn't a part of this.
And it may not look like it, but guys, it's scary speaking in front of a camera, okay? It's like all the attention's on you. And so I think Suka's helped me a lot with that because like I said, I'm very, very shy. And so I think with her bubbly personality, she just helped me understand more and helped me enjoy the podcast a little bit more.
Yeah. So
wow.
we are zinging right now.
Okay. Last question, then you can, let you have fun. So it's something that you mentioned in earlier on as you were introducing yourselves. So how do your perspectives complement each other in this podcast?
Okay, I'd say like, people think like, oh, maybe like all of them like psychology students, like they're just studying psychology, so it's like the same things, whatever. But I think with me studying psychology and Sibukai is studying psychology and like our different personalities, our backgrounds, everything that makes us different, and that coming together to give you this podcast, I think it helps us like, I don't know, just unpack a little bit more in like a very unexpected way, if that makes sense, but in like a very fun way that we are able to, I don't know, just like, I don't know how to say it, but hopefully you get what I'm trying to say.
Yeah. I think of the way we're so complementary to each other is that we experienced mental health at different stages in our lives. You know? For me, it was way later when I was an adult, and for you was when you were in your teens. And seeing how, you had that experience at that time, it's complementary to maybe the viewers that can relate to that time, and then they can look back and be like, oh, this is what's happening. And then for me, when it was later, that I maybe can speak a little bit more for those that are after when they just came back from their mission and what may not. So I think we're complementary because we touch on different times of our lives. And then even as we also in this podcast, mind you, we're still going back home and self-introspecting, and we're like, yo, you remember, man, I had this like traumatic experience, and maybe today I don't see it as a traumatic experience, but then as we have these conversations, we are able to dive back and think about them and then come back and talk about it and heal all together. I loved what you said when you said, we are somebodies that need somebody, and my co-host is my somebody. And also
she's
our
my
camera
somebody
guy.
too.
And also our camera guy. He's
Sometimes.
trying. He knows we love him. So yeah. I think that's how we just work all together.
Wow, this is amazing. Amazing getting to know you better, guys. So yeah, you can jump into another part.
Okay. So for this part, we always have a game. I think that's like the whole, like the nicest thing about a podcast. So for our game today, what we're going to do is we're going to ask each other questions and give each other options. So that way we're going to see how well our co-host really knows us. Okay? So it's going to be a bit challenging, and as Silka said, she is competitive. So we're going to see who has the highest score of who answers the correct questions. So for an example, I'm going to ask a question like, what car... what's my dream car, for an example? And then I'd say maybe like a BMW or a Mercedes. And then she'll have to guess which one between the two options. Okay, so mind you, we don't know each other that well, but we're going to try and we're going to nail this. And based on like our interactions and the friendship that we have developed so far, we're going to see how this one's going to go. But it's going to be very interesting.
I'm winning.
So we're going to see who has the most points, and that person's going to win.
Yep. Okay.
If you win, I'll give you a chocolate. Oh wait, you even like chocolate?
I love chocolate.
Okay. I was unsure. But
I'm allergic to nuts.
That's okay. If you win, I'll get you a chocolate.
Thank you.
You're losing. You didn't even know she likes chocolate.
Oh my god. Okay.
You see, this is why you're at the back.
Yeah, this is why you're not even with us. Okay, you didn't have to point that out. But either way, I told you we're learning as we go.
Yes.
Okay, so Kathy, you want to ask the first question, or can I go?
You can go.
Okay. First question. What would you say is my favorite color?
Okay.
Between black and... Okay, wait, let me give you three options because I feel like this is going to be way too easy if I just give two answers.
And the thing is that I know your favorite color.
You do?
Yeah.
I've mentioned this?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
It's because it's my favorite color.
Okay, wait. Okay. So, black, blue, or purple?
It's purple.
Oh!
It's
okay,
purple.
she's good at this. She's remembering things, okay. Yeah.
Okay. So, alright. So for me, what would you say, which car would I prefer to get? Would it be, let's make it easier, a brand. Would it be BMW? I'm going to give you three options. BMW, Mercedes, or Range Rover.
Oh, Range Rover. I feel like you like... Wait, no. Okay, wait.
Give me a reason, because...
Okay, I feel like Range Rover because you're like... See, because it's like that type of girl, né? She's very, very cute and like short, so I love her. But then at the same time, she wants to be like a big girly. So it's like, she likes cars that like you can just like climb into. But I don't know, I'd say Mercedes, I want to say, I don't think Mercedes for you.
But like-
BMW, I feel like that's way too popular and you don't really like things that are like popular.
Okay, that's true.
So that's
That's
why I'm
true.
like, I'd go with the Range Rover because I just feel like I could see you drive a Range Rover for some reason.
Okay, you're wrong, no.
Oh my god.
But your reasoning is very correct. So I'd go for like Mercedes, but a G-Wagon of Mercedes. So yet again,
I
yes,
got it.
yeah, she
That's crazy. I'm kind of like scared because we have the same favorite color and the same like car brand. Because I was like
Oh,
Mercedes. So like, let's go. Yay. Okay. Okay. Celebrity crush
okay.
between. Okay, I have so many celebrity crushes. Let me think.
Don't make it
Why
too
did I-
hard for me.
I have to because
But
like.
okay. But don't worry, I'm pretty clued up. Go for it.
I'm trying to think because I'm like I don't want to mention celebrities and then you don't like probably know them.
Yeah.
Sometimes
That's
I think-
so real.
Okay, let's say Chris Brown
Okay.
and Stormzy. Let's do like a
Stormzy.
like a oh my god
You're gonna no, I know Stormzy,
Oh,
but
okay.
you don't put Stormzy.
yeah.
I'll go for Stormzy. Chris Brown is too typical, and he's too. Like he's not. It is Stormzy's mysterious. We don't know much about him. I mean, he's tall, dark in complexion.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Well,
It's Chris Brown. You'd prefer Chris
I was
Brown?
actually both. I had to keep one as hard, but like one is also not easy. So like I want to say you got it right because he's definitely Stormzy. I prefer
Okay.
Stormzy over Chris Brown.
Yeah.
Sorry to all my Chris Brown fans out there.
Like, we love him.
I love Chris Brown, but I feel like he was more of my crush when I was younger.
Yes.
Like right now,
It's
it's like,
like Bow Wow. Man, Bow Wow when I was a kid.
oh, he's so good looking. Oh my goodness. So like,
times.
yeah, no, I feel like I'm definitely owing Sukazi a chocolate now. I shouldn't have put the prize to the prize.
I
But
was
okay.
smart. I didn't say anything.
You would have like you would have still owed me a chocolate if you were to win.
That's
But
true.
either way. Okay, so it's 2-0 now.
Mm-hmm. So my turn. What do I prefer? To spend time with my friends or to spend time with my family?
Family.
Oh, so quick.
Family. See, because like whenever I'm like talking to her, she's always like, "Oh, I miss my family," or like, "Oh, I'm driving home to my family this weekend," or something. So I just feel like she does the extra mile when it comes to her family, and like I don't know, like in our previous podcasts that we recorded, she mentions her family so much more than like her friends.
Okay.
Like
yeah.
I feel like they like family is here and then friends is like a close second to it, but it's like there's still space between it.
Okay. Fair enough. You're correct. Very correct.
I'm like, I don't know. I'm answering the question so quickly. I'm like, where? Your facial expressions, I was like, oh my goodness, this is the wrong one.
No, you're correct.
Yes, I finally got one. Okay, I'm winning. I'm getting there, guys. Not
Yes.
winning, but I'm getting there. Okay, cell phone brand between.
Hey. Okay, Sipo, don't be biased. This is
This is for me. This is for me.
yeah, I know. It's
So-
just my biasness kicks in before rationality.
Okay, Samsung and Samsung and iPhone. Those are the two popular ones.
You'll take Samsung.
No, actually,
Really?
I'll go for an iPhone.
You'd go for an iPhone?
Yeah, I would.
Wow.
I would definitely.
Okay.
Just because, like, I love like taking pictures. But like
Yes.
Samsung does not do it. Like, I mean, they are like the latest ones.
Mm-hmm.
But,
They
like-
do good. I'm impressed, and I'm an iPhone user by heart and by loyalty.
I'm a Samsung user by like, poverty, but like. But like iPhone, it's definitely like a phone I really want to get.
Okay.
So yeah, those of you guys want to buy me iPhone, keep me in mind. Okay, I actually don't, but like, pray for me to get one. Finally, because I got one wrong. Oh my goodness, let's go.
Okay. Disappointed, but it's okay. It's cool. It's cool. All right. My turn. So, out of things to do, which during games night, which one am I more likely to win? Monopoly or 30 seconds?
30 seconds.
I haven't finished my options.
Oh. Okay, what's that little different?
Fine, I'm done.
You said or. And then when you said Monopoly was like your endings. I was like, okay.
Yeah, no, you're correct.
No, 30 seconds. There's no way. Like, Monopoly is such a long game.
It is.
And Subakasi does not have the patience for that. I've never seen you play Monopoly, but I just know. I'm like...
I played it once. Like fully, like completely, and it was very tedious. It was very tiring. And low-key sneakery. Like, there was lots of sneaking around, which I liked. But, yeah.
I struggle to budget in this life. Imagine a Monopoly game. I'm sorry. It's not going to work out for me. But I'd also go 30 seconds. We should have been on the same 30 seconds team, but then you weren't there at game night.
You weren't there at the other one.
Okay, fair. But, like, either way, both our teams won. Okay, but anyway, last question for both of us. So my last question would be... Ooh. Okay, favorite drink between Coke and Fanta?
Coke.
Are you sure? That's your final
I'm
answer?
sure.
Okay.
You saw it in Kenya.
They have Fanta in Kenya. What are you saying?
Wait, I'm cooking. Our M's have some weird Coke addiction. Are you part of that?
Okay, I have a Coke addiction, but it's not... My favorite drink is not Coke, okay?
Oh,
it just
so
always
Fanta?
happens. Yeah.
Okay.
Fanta grape.
Okay. I was gonna say, if you said Fanta orange, you were gonna not be
No.
okay. But Fanta grape, I don't blame you.
Or even pineapple, but like Fanta grape. You know, they have the one, and I don't know if they have in Uganda, but they have the one of, there's this nice Fanta that they have. I can't even get to the name. It's not guava, but it's like kind of like pineapple, but it's not really. I don't know.
Granadilla?
No, it wasn't granadilla. It was something. I'll show you afterwards. It's okay. But like either way, that one was so good on Mission. That was the one I'll always get. But either way, it's Fanta.
Fanta, no.
So wait, this.
We're even. You got 2. I got 2. We both win.
Okay, but you still have your last question.
Oh, last one. Okay. Okay. Favorite music artist? Now, between Beyonce and Burna Boy. That's a hard one, even for me. I'm joking, but I have an answer.
You see, like, the thing is, Meg, you listen to both of them. So, I'm gonna go with Beyonce because I feel like you're more like... I don't know, you like old-time music more than I feel like you like now music.
That's true.
So, yeah. Because, like, whenever I hear you sing a song, like, you listening to a song, it's always something, like, back in the days, which I like. Yeah, and you like not... What's it called? Like, I don't know if it's pop or R&B, but, like, the ones that are back then that just, like, get you in the groove. Like, the nice, chill vibes. Yeah.
I get you. Yeah,
so,
no, though. I would take Burna Boy. Because Beyonce's
Why?
music now, I'm not like relating to it that well.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
But then Burna Boy, even now, I can bank on him. Yeah.
Dang.
I love him.
Okay, so it's like 2-3. 2. Okay, what's the score?
We both win.
Okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, thank you everyone for joining us in our Giving Spring podcast brought to you by Giving Spring Foundation. We'd just like to thank our sponsors, Giving Spring Foundation, for sponsoring this video and for getting it out there to you guys. So don't forget to like and subscribe. And yeah, we'll keep the entertainment going for you guys.
Yep. Bye. Bye.